The room goes quiet after the outburst. Not the polite quiet of a restaurant winding down, but the kind that presses against your ears. A glass rattles. Someone coughs. And there she is, standing perfectly still, a waitress named Victoria, mid-30s, hair pulled back too tight, because she's already worked 10 hours and still has 3 to go. Across from her, a man everyone recognizes, a tech billionaire who bought the building across the street just because he didn't like the view. His voice had cut through the room seconds earlier, loud enough to make a couple at the window flinch. "Do you know who I am?" he snapped. Victoria didn't answer. Her hands were shaking, but she kept them folded at her waist. Around them, diners stared at their plates, pretending not to hear. What no one in that room realized was that this moment, this awkward silence after public humiliation, was the last warning he'd ever receive. Victoria finally spoke, her voice calm in a way that didn't match her eyes. "Shout at me again," she said, evenly, almost gently, "and this ends." The billionaire laughed, a short sound, amused, dismissive. He glanced around, enjoying the audience, enjoying the power. A few people smiled nervously, assuming she was bluffing, assuming this was just another server swallowing her pride for a paycheck. He leaned back in his chair and said something cruel under his breath, something only she could hear. Victoria inhaled slowly, the smell of burned butter and espresso hanging in the air, and for a split second, she thought about her mother's voice telling her to keep the peace, to let things go. Then she straightened. The room didn't know it yet, but a line had been crossed, and nothing about this night was going to end the way anyone expected. Before we go further, tell us where you're watching from, and stay with us, because the ending of this story is not what anyone expected. And before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And then if you're new here, click on the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. As you listen, ask yourself this. If you were standing there, watching someone be torn down in public, would you step in, or would you look away like everyone else did that night? Victoria wasn't supposed to still be here. Not in this uniform, not memorizing table numbers, not smiling on command. Before this restaurant, she ran teams twice her size. She was a hospitality supervisor at a regional hotel chain, the kind of job with early mornings, late nights, and a title people respected. She knew scheduling software, conflict resolution, guest psychology. She used to train managers on how to de-escalate angry customers without losing dignity. Then her mother got sick. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but slowly, the kind of illness that drains savings one prescription at a time. Victoria took leave at first, then unpaid leave. Then she resigned, telling herself it was temporary. This restaurant was supposed to bridge the gap. A few months, steady tips, flexible hours. That was the plan she repeated to herself during double shifts.